back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and if you're new here, hello. My name is Ashley. I run things here at Gal, and oh man, I'm ready for this video. Like I'm always pumped and excited to film, but this video is one that I've actually been wanting to film for a while. A lot of the points I'm gonna be talking about today, things I'm gonna be explaining, I've been wanting to do it. So this, like, it all worked out seamlessly. It all worked out perfectly. This video is a collab. Let's get that out of the way first. This is a collab. This was actually Jess's idea over at Journey to Healthy. And she was gonna pick kind of all of our brains, all of some keto YouTubers' brains about our experiences with keto, what we like, what we don't like. Do we continue to do it? Do we see it as being something that is a long-term lifestyle that we can, you know, live? And she was gonna do kind of her own 6-month update, because she's been on keto for 6 months, and include some of our experiences in that. But then she decided, let's just make it a collab where we can all each have our own individual video where we talk about these things. So this is a collab with Erica over at Time to Shrink, Naseen over at Keto Mama, Aaron over at Aaron Does Keto, and then of course Jess over at Journey to Healthy. I feel like this video is so appropriate because today, New Year's Day, is my 1-year keto anniversary. So that's really exciting, and I feel like it's the perfect time to put out this kind of video. A couple other reasons why I think this is just a really good time to kind of like get out this information is I've been getting a lot of new subscribers lately, and I've been getting a lot of comments from people who are just starting keto. Seems like a lot of y'all started keto in December. I feel like every comment or a lot of comments recently have been like, I started December 1st, I started December 8th. So how awesome to just have all of this information from me in one place. I feel like frequently I kind of like say things in vlogs, of course, right? Like how much weight I've lost, what, you know, what my maintenance weight is, how many net carbs do I count per day, do I track? Like, I feel like I say a lot of the, you know, keto regulations that I kind of like go by in vlogs here and there, maybe in a grocery haul, but this is nice because it's all gonna be in one place. The other thing I wanna say before we even jump in, so I don't have to keep saying it, is this is what works for me. Like, this is what has worked for me for the last year. This has been my experience. This is what I do, or maybe I'll mention some things I don't do. But just know that everyone's different. Everyone does keto differently, which is why I think it's really good this is a collab, because we all across the board run this thing differently. So this is just my experience and my story when it comes to living that keto life. So grab a cup of coffee, grab some bubbles. I'm drinking some sparkling rosé because it's New Year's Eve. And it's 4 p.m., but it's New Year's Eve, so I'm gonna drink whenever I want. So pull up a chair, have a seat, grab a drink, and let's jump into this. Okay, so why did you start keto? I started keto, Cernan and I, my husband and I started keto together because we felt like trash. We felt like complete garbage. So it is my official 1-year anniversary of doing keto, but there was a month in 2018, I believe it was March, or April, where we did keto for a month. And it was more to like challenge ourselves to honestly see if we could stick to something for a month, and to just kind of see what all the keto fuss was about. So we did that for a month, and that was that. We went back to eating however we were eating. And then by the end of 2018, like literally the end, like December, we felt like trash. Sluggish all the time, tired. Neither of us were happy with our weight. I specifically was not happy with how my clothes were fitting. I just felt like garbage. Like that's not a very like, you know, like highfalutin way to say it, but I felt like trash. I felt horrible. And we both kind of sat back and were like, remember like for that month when we did keto and we felt amazing? And we decided that January 1 we were going to start keto, and I think we decided we were going to do it for 3 months, and then we just never stopped. Like the 3-month mark was up, and we both just decided like this is how we're going to eat, because we love it, we feel great, and we like see the benefits of doing this for a long time. So the next question says, how long have you followed the keto lifestyle? So like I said, exactly a year. What works for you or worked for you? How many carbs, tracking, meal planning, anything that makes keto work for you? So let's start with tracking. For me, when I initially start keto. So when I say that, I mean like for that month that I did it, you know, when we first started, and when I first started last January, tracking was so important. Coming from a diet where like I wasn't counting anything, and we weren't necessarily eating terribly, but we were eating a lot of carbs. We were eating rice, we were eating potatoes, we were eating high carb fruit, processed food, you know, processed snacks here and there that we would consider healthy and things like that. It's so important to track, because when you start tracking, you can't believe the like grams of carbs you used to eat, or more specifically the fat. Like when you're coming from a diet where like you're not trying to eat high fat and you're not trying to eat low carb, and then all of a sudden you switch, there's no way that was something I could do mentally. So for me, tracking initially is really important, and I did that for 3 weeks. I tracked all of my food, all of my meals. At that time, and currently still, I do 25 net carbs a day. Another thing I do in that kind of like 3-week initial chunk of time is I don't eat any kind of like processed food like replacement. So like, this is what I mean. I don't eat like any of like the Russell Stover sugar-free candy. I don't do the low carb tortillas. I don't do like Quest chips. I don't do any bars. I don't do that because it's triggering for me. And a lot of people, they enjoy that. Like it helps them because they get to swap out the old thing, right? Like, let's trash this just like flour tortilla that has like, I don't know, 16 carbs, and swap it for something more keto friendly. Like all is well in the world. I can still have my tortilla, and that's great. And I like doing that, but I have to get over that 3-week hump, because if I'm, you know, still consuming those things in like a more keto friendly fashion, I just want the stuff that I can't have. So that's really important for me as well. Now, meal planning, I meal planned before keto. Like any other diet I've done, or honestly, even when we weren't on a diet, I have always meal planned, because it's like the only way I can function. I've always prepped and made lunches. When I go grocery shopping over the weekend, I know every single night what I'm having for dinner, Monday through Friday. It's just what works. And I feel like, especially when you are trying to follow, you know, a certain way of eating, for me, I am more successful when I have everything lined up, when I have everything planned out, when I have all of my lunches in my Tupperware in the fridge. There's no room for confusion. There's no, what am I gonna eat today? It's there, and it helps me stay on track. One other thing I do wanna mention that makes keto work for Cernan and I is cheat meals. And I know, are cheat meals. I know that that's kind of like a controversial one, but for us to kind of keep our sanity, and to also feel like we're not kind of pinned down, that's really important for us. And again, I totally see where other people are coming from, where it might be triggering for them, but we allow ourselves once a week, we allow ourselves a cheat meal. We plan it at the beginning of the week. So when I make my grocery list over the weekend, I always put like out, like, you know, I'll do like Monday, we're eating this, Tuesday, we're eating this, Wednesday, out. Like, we know we're gonna have a cheat meal. That's just important to us, but I don't do it in that initial kind of 3-week window, obviously. But it's just something, for us, it makes it feel like you can still live a little, you know? And I've had people comment on my videos before, like, I don't even need a cheat meal. Like, I feel like on keto, you can eat anything. And while I think that is true, I'm such a foodie. Like, I like trying new foods. I like trying new things. And I don't wanna be pinned in that box forever of like, oh, you really want to try that? Well, you better take 7 ingredients off so that you can eat it, you know? So that's kind of, for us, what has kept us sane, and honestly has kept us successful. Any side effects? So the only side effects that I can think of are 2. So the first one being keto flu, which I don't really think of as a side effect because it's so temporary, but it definitely like knocks you on your butt if you get it badly. And when we did keto for that month, my keto flu was not that bad. Like, I barely even noticed it. I kind of had a headache. That was it. When we restarted January of last year, it was terrible. I felt like I did when I was pregnant with Daisy in that first trimester, where like my stomach was just like crampy all the time, and just like I just felt like, and I was so tired. I just wanted to curl up in bed and just sleep all day in like the fetal position. But I just know that it's temporary, you know, like, yes, I believe in the whole like, you know, oversalt your food, you know that you're gonna get a headache. So like drink a lot of water, maybe have some ibuprofen on hand, drink Gatorade, get your electrolytes in. But I don't usually go crazy when it comes to that because I know that it's temporary. I know that it's not gonna last. And that's what you have to remember too if you first start keto, that it happens for a lot of people. Not everyone gets the keto flu, but it does happen for a lot of people. And you can't throw in the towel. You can't be like, I feel like garbage, the keto diet is terrible. Like, you have to know that that could happen, last a couple days, and then you'll be like good to go. The only other side effect that really crosses my mind currently is I'm dealing right now with a lot of hair loss, and I've gone to the doctor. I'm gonna get my blood work done probably actually next week, and we don't know what it is. We're gonna get the blood work done, see if it could be a thyroid problem, but she did say that it could be keto, and I'm like, I've been on keto for a year, like it can start now. And she said yes, she said that it is possible that it's like a delayed thing, and that I'm experiencing the hair loss because of keto, and that I'm experiencing it this late, and that is normal. So it's like a wishy-washy side effect because I don't really know if that's why it's happening or if there's some other health issues going on with me, but it is a side effect that a lot of other people experience as well. Favorite keto recipe? I feel like I have a lot of favorite keto recipes, but a tried and true is Fathead pizza. I love it because it's delicious, and because I usually always have all of the ingredients on hand. You know, it's like almond flour, cream cheese, an egg, mozzarella cheese. Is that it? I usually always have all of the ingredients, and it's so good. You can serve it with a vegetable, you can serve it with salad. I love the, oh, whoa. I love the biscuits and gravy from the Southern Keto Cookbook. That is high up there. That is a favorite. And then if you've been here for like a couple weeks now, you know I can't shut up about this marinara ground beef bake that I've been making. It's literally just like cauliflower rice, ground beef, marinara, mozzarella cheese, Parmesan. Bake it, slice it up. It is so good. What do you wish you'd known in the beginning? So I don't think this was necessarily like something where it's like, I wish I could go back and do it this way. But one thing I wish that I had known in the beginning was how much more is out there when it comes to keto-friendly products and recipes. We ate very basic in the beginning. Steak and Brussels sprouts, chicken and salad, which is okay. You know, Fathead pizza every once in a while. And that's okay. That is, you can be successful by eating that way, but I was very much like this, and I wish I would have been a little bit more like this. Wish my, you know, blinders were a little bit more open. I guess I wish I would have done a little bit more due diligence, a little bit more research, because now, especially being part of this kind of YouTube, the YouTube keto community, companies are coming out with products all the time, and I don't even mean like the processed stuff, like the, you know, keto-friendly cookies or chips or whatever, but like sauces and spices, and not even, you know, items, but like recipes. I wish I would have kind of experimented a little bit more with recipes, because while it's fine to do the chicken and the steak and throw some fat on there and that type of thing, I also like variety. So I don't think it like affected my keto journey in a negative way. I'm not like, oh, I wish I could like repair that and go back, but I think it would have been nice to be in that position. And the last one, what is your overall feeling about keto? Do you see this as a forever lifestyle? Initially, honestly, I did not think it was gonna be a forever lifestyle. It was kind of for us, even when we set out and we were like, we're gonna do it for the 3 months, I constantly had people telling me, well, because it's not healthy to do it forever. And it's like, it's really just, you know, you're just supposed to do it to like get a jump start. And that was kind of our idea too. Like, we kind of just thought, let's do this to like get a jump start on weight loss, and then we'll kind of just go like low carb. But my main reason for doing that was because I thought my cholesterol was gonna be crazy. Like, I'm like, there's no way I'm eating this much fat and my cholesterol is not crazy. And I got my blood work done and everything came back normal. And I was like, okay, like, this is the way of eating that works for, I don't even like calling it a diet. This is the way of eating that works for us. This is how we feel the best. And that that like sealed the deal for me in terms of we're gonna do this until we don't wanna do it anymore. For me, yeah, I think I want to be on this until it doesn't work for me anymore. I mean, forever, I don't think so. Like, I'm pretty young. I don't think I'm gonna be eating this way forever, but for the near and foreseeable future, yes, like this is how we're gonna be eating. This is how we are successful. I think it's important to talk about, you know, being successful in weight loss, but also just like your like mental and like physical health. This is how we feel the best. I have lost 20 pounds since starting it, and I'm now kind of just like in maintenance mode, and it's just changed my life. I can't even tell you guys. I mean, there are definitely people that obviously that have lost more weight than me, that were maybe in, you know, significantly more dire straits when it came to needing to lose a certain amount of weight, but I've wanted to get this 20 pounds off for years. And every year around this time, I said to myself, this is the year you're gonna do it. You're gonna eat healthy, you're gonna, you know, exercise and blah, 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 blah. And it never happened. It didn't happen until I started keto. I think what that really speaks to is the non-deprivation feeling I get when I eat this way. I do not feel deprived. I do not feel like I wish I could eat this. I wish I could eat that. I am always satiated and satisfied. I think too, you're not eating a lot of empty calories on keto. You know, I'm not gonna diss other diet plans, but you're not gonna be, your body is not gonna feel full by eating like 100-calorie packs and like baked chips, because baked chips are healthier. Like, you're not. Your body is gonna feel satiated when you're eating meats and cheeses and really high quality butter and eggs and greens, and that's just a fact. That's not really a me thing. That's kind of like a general thing. So I just love living this way and plan to continue to do it for a long time. All right, guys, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Drop me a comment down below. Are you keto? Are you thinking about being keto? I would really like to know. I'd like to kind of start a dialogue in the comment section. I feel like I got kind of feisty there at the end, but I just like stand this way of eating. I just think it's great. And while I think that, yeah, keto is kind of a buzzword right now and is getting more and more popular, gaining more and more traction, I still think that there are people out there that doubt it and think, you know, you're just eating bacon and butter constantly. And so I feel like I need to stand up for it and really kind of share my thoughts and feelings and why and how it's worked for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye, friends.